Okay, hello Virgo. My mom dropped off some Halloween decorations, as you can see. There's a complete polar shift when it comes to y'all video and Gemini's video. So let's go ahead and get started. This is your singles love read for the sign of Virgo. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. This is Truth. I don't know if I said that already. All right. And got me a little bit of a soda pop, so I just literally threw this together. So let's go ahead and begin. All right. Me and my mother are both Geminis, as you can see. Virgo, what do we have here for your singles love messages? God damn. I'm getting, and when we both separated, we couldn't stand one another. I don't want to be with you, put that on everything I own. Cause I believe with you. My downfall. Damn. Do you feel like somebody is your downfall? Damn, Avant. I'm not going to keep on thinking about what he said next because I would just keep laughing because, goddamn, I never felt them lyrics so strong until now because I wasn't going through no damn separation when they came out. I was still young, so I didn't even know what it felt like to feel like that. And when I did go through that song was probably like 10 or 15 years old by then. So look, we got separation in the reverse, y'all, okay? So it looked like somebody does not want to keep a separation, my single Virgos, okay? I'm going to make sure that it's not no glare, okay? Wow. Damn. This is a witch's hat, in case you guys are wondering, like, what the fuck is that? That's a witch's hat, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, now that's in my face. This is much better, isn't it? The original light. Separation in the reverse, you guys. This card reads, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Somebody does not want this anymore. With it being in the reverse. Yeah, I got the Three of Swords here, Virgo. We got the King of Swords. Okay, somebody, you know why someone doesn't like this separation being a separation? Is because it's really cold, okay? You can't speak to this person and they can't speak to you, or you won't speak to them. And they're like, in that case, well, you know, just because we're separated doesn't mean that, you know, you have to have it so you don't fucking speak to me, Virgo. Or vice versa. You know, when you separate from a person, you find out who they are, you know, for real. Or you see another side of them. You see the King of Swords. You see them at their coldness, okay? And you could be saying like, damn, just because we separated, when we see each other on the street, we can't even fucking speak to each other? Damn. So either you went through that with this person or they went through that with you. But either way, the King of Swords is saying like what this person now, whether no matter how they acted in the past, what they feel now is that, I don't like this cold exterior I have to keep presenting to Virgo, and I don't like the cold exterior I have to keep on receiving from them. It doesn't matter who started it. Somebody doesn't like it. And I want to say somebody like it's you. No matter who started it, your person doesn't like the coldness they have to keep giving off and receiving. No matter who started it, even if it was them. They don't like that. Okay. So then we have here the Four of Swords. Interesting. All right. Okay, so Virgo, what I'm getting with this here with the Four of Swords is you seem to be really calm and at peace when it comes to the separation. It doesn't seem like you are antsy about not wanting this to be like this anymore. You seem to be completely fine with it, and that pisses somebody off. That you've kept the separation with. Any and all of your exes. Any one of them, all of them, a specific one, you know who I'm speaking of, especially the more I keep reading. Yeah, it's just like, you know, to this person, to them, it seems as if you're at peace with the separation. I feel like this person caused this separation, or they made it this way so you could stop being at peace anyway. You were probably at peace in the relationship, like you were comfortable with them. You felt like you reached relationship security with them. This person, while you were in a relationship with them, they wanted you to be antsy about a separation, even in the relationship. Like, they wanted you to be antsy about it, like fearing or dreading the event of separation. You didn't come off like the type of person who was afraid of separation, even while in the relationship. Well, of course not. You were happy that you achieved relationship security. You were happy that you achieved relationship security. You're like, yes, I love this. And they're like, love this? You're supposed to be insecure about it after some point. You're supposed to be, I'm glad you love it, Virgo, but I'm kind of waiting for you to be a little bit insecure about it too. It's like you were supposed to keep on interweaving, like, I'm just so glad that we reached relationship security so much. I really don't want it to go anywhere. No, I like this feeling so much. I want it forever. I don't know what I'd do if I lost this feeling with you of relationship security. Like, okay. Man, if I ever lost this feeling, I don't know what I do. You know what I'm saying? I may go Amityville Horror. You know what I'm saying? I love you so goddamn much. You know, like that's how they wanted, you know, to feel as well. You know, you never really let this person know that you would feel a sense of dread or heartbreak if you guys ever stopped talking. How you wouldn't really be able to breathe without them. Okay. Well, you didn't want to think like that. So happy that I achieved relationship security. Of course, I don't want to start thinking about negative thoughts like, well, what if I lost it? What if I achieve it and then what if it's gone? I achieve this feeling. Well, what if someone takes them away from me? You weren't thinking that. You were just so happy to have reached relationship security. So they're like, okay. Virgo isn't kind of, you know, they're not giving me the feeling that they would literally be heartbroken if we never spoke again. They're not giving me that. And this person wanted to place their value on that. So they wanted to see if it could happen. They're like, okay, well, I'm going to separate from Virgo so I can see how much I'm really valued and appreciated by Virgo. I need to know. You know, I gave Virgo relationship security just so I could take it away from them. Made it really easy for us to reach relationship security. A 1-year anniversary, a 2-year anniversary, a 6-month anniversary. And I'm going to take it away from Virgo because I don't think that they really think enough to themselves, you know, what would they do if something happened to me? I don't think that they really think to themselves that I could fall in love with someone else or we can end. Virgo doesn't show me enough of, you know, they don't give me enough conversations of, you know, how sad they would be if we ever ended. Okay. That was very important. Sorry, I had to say it so many ways. I'm channeling. Then we have here the High Priestess. Okay. Third party. Whether it's another man or another woman, it's a secret. The High Priestess. Okay. I'm getting, Is This the End? It's a song that was on the, on actually one of Puffy's old albums with Genuine and Twista, Carl Thomas, and him. It's called Is This the End? I think it was track 12. it's just going back to, this person actually is like a secret that they're not really trying to separate from you. They're waiting on the other side of the wall, listening to you process whether or not this is the end or not. They want to kind of be in earshot of you during this separation that they created to see how you're taking it. Somebody wants you to fall apart over them. Somebody wants you to fall apart over the mention of another woman or the possibility of another woman or man. They want you to fall apart. But you don't seem to be investigating to see where that has went. If it was another woman or man that separated you two, you don't seem to be checking in like you're at peace with the separation when it comes to that as well, if that was how you guys separated. And like I said earlier, if somebody just wanted to separate with you to place value on themselves and see, what you would post, how you would act, what you would do next, how you could carry on. Again, they're seeing that basically you just took time to heal. You didn't contact them. Even if you did contact them, you know how you can't believe that you got separated? Like, no, this can't be happening. However way you found out that it was a separation when it came to your past connections. Let's say you did contact the person and they went King of Swords on you. I'm not picking up the phone. I'm screening calls. You're going straight to voicemail. None of my friends are picking up for you. Nobody's answering any of your questions if you go talk to someone in person. And then, from that, you just was like, well, damn, I guess I'll just go get a box of tissue, and you just started healing. Do you know that after a while, if you would have just kept on being Inspector Gadget, maybe, just maybe, there would have been some kind of, I don't know, some kind of rope they would have kind of threw to you so you could have continued to hang yourself. But, yeah, I feel like this person has been highly observant of you since the separation. And I feel like they were highly observant of you during the separation. They were. Even though they were acting cold as ice towards you. I'm also picking up here someone here who literally just went cold on you. They're like, I want to basically scare Virgo. I'm going to do something that hurts Virgo so I can see how they handle it. It looks like with the King of Swords, this was some strategy that this person implemented here. And it's like you contacted this person, you saw they weren't picking up, they're trying to lay down separation, and then you just stopped calling with the Four of Swords. You just stopped. So they're like, well, with the High Priestess, Virgo must have sound mind, body, and spirit. They really don't let anything bother them. They don't let a separation make them fall apart. There are some people like who literally will fall apart over a separation. I remember when I went back to school for my bachelor's degree, my boyfriend of 1.5 years decided to break up with me the day I started my bachelor's degree college courses. And I couldn't go. I couldn't even go. I didn't even make it my first day of school. I just fucking couldn't. And I was going to miss the whole first week over the breakup. But something told me the next day, like, get your ass back in the saddle. Go explain to, everyone at the school, like your colleagues, your teammates, your group members, your classmates, your dean, your advisors, what happened. I literally had to tell them what happened. Because they were like, we're rooting for you. You didn't come. I'm like, it was so unlike me. They're like, what? We all wanted to finish this degree program together. They're like, the guy that used to always come up here and hold your books, he broke up with you? Your fiance? I'm like, yes, my fiance. I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. And they just, here comes all this bridled feminine support. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that is what happened when you separated from this person. You got a lot of like unexpected female support. And it helped heal you. They were like, Forget about that. You know, they were giving me all this wisdom because I had Latina friends, I had black friends, I had younger friends, I had older friends. It's a business school. So it's like it wasn't, we weren't all young. We were all different ages, you know, and you can go there at night and everything. It's just fucking, it's a business school. And they're the ones that helped me stay away. When they told me that second day, they told me at the right time during the breakup, all this wisdom. All right. So that could have been another reason why you stay separated from somebody. You got a lot of unexpected female wisdom to stay away from this person, or you got a tarot reading and you found out and that's what kept you away from this person, or you just let the other person have them and that's why you stayed away from this person. We got, oh shit, now I don't know if I was supposed to turn that back around. Did you hear that fall? The fuck? We got the 8 of Wands. Oh God, this person literally makes me want to have a drink. And I don't have any. I don't drink and they make me want one. We got the 8 of Wands here. Your energy ends here. This is where theirs begins. So we got the 8 of Wands. This is someone feeling like they threw something out there and they didn't get a return. Because like I said, for the first 16 minutes, you were supposed to fall apart. They're confused. And now they're kind of like, well, damn it. I fucking separated from Virgo as a strategy. They didn't fall apart. They didn't keep contacting me. They didn't play Blue's Clues. They didn't reconcile with me. They just healed and let it go. Well, God damn it, I fucking broke up with Virgo. Fuck. Like, that's... that was so stupid. With the 8 of Wands, 7 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. This is like reckless, ruthless actions. Oh, God. I know they wish they didn't do that. Oh, my God. Moment of silence for their strategy. I'm also getting with this, someone separated from you so you guys can have a whole like Avant song where you guys just are like, I don't want to be with you, put that on everything I own, and all this like truth comes out. Yeah, you're my downfall anyway. Like, somebody could have separated with you so that they could see like the other side of you. Like I was talking about earlier with the King of Swords, you know, now we have to see each other's cold side. Now that we've separated, I have to see the cold side of this person. They have to see the cold side of me. Is what I said earlier with the King of Swords when it comes to you and this person, correct? But there's some people who will separate from you so that they can see your other side. To see if I just like break your heart, or if I just stop talking to you for a while and it makes you, you know, nutty or delusional, I get to hear that delusional side of you. I get to get you rage against me and find out that you have rage. I get to find out if you're delusional. I get to find out if you're going to say fine because I've been effing this person or that person anyway. People will separate from you for whatever amount of time in hopes that maybe that comes out. And let's say it didn't, because it probably didn't with Virgo. You're just like, fine, clean and shine. Like, okay, you broke up with me. All right. You didn't do all of that, you know, stuff they thought they were going to see in a music video from the 2000s. Sometimes I love her. Sometimes I love her not. You know, that kind of fucking time. I ain't letting her go. She's all I got. Sometimes she nags me and complains a lot. I ain't letting her go. No. Like, they wanted to have, like, the videos, like, how they would start at the beginning. The girl doing this and stuff in slow motion. And he's, like, doing this in slow motion. And it's a nice, big, pretty door and a nice foyer. And then he just turns around. He's like, And he starts singing and stuff. And she going to the car. I just can't believe this fool, this mother. And she has to go out with her girls. And she got to think by the end of the night, you know what? I love my man. What was I even thinking? And then they come back together in slow motion with the leather coats on. And she got the leather boots. And she always a baddie. And she's just like, I'm just a girl. Thank you. He's like, you misunderstood me earlier. Calm down. We had to both go out with our girls and go out with our boys and see that we really miss each other. I don't think that happened, Virgo. I don't think that happened. Oh, how sweet. How they thought this was going to be like a little music video and shit. Shit. I just keep on getting like I broke up with Virgo. Oh shit. Like that did not happen. That did not work. Whatever delusion they had in their mind of how y'all was going to get back together, this going to fall back into place. It did not happen like that. Some of them thought they was going to have like amazing makeup with you, like makeup relations. You just went and healed and like you cried. You didn't know why they did this. It was all diabolically strategic because they just wanted to feel valued. You start feeling comfortable too quick that you had achieved relationship security with that person. Like you needed to be reminded that other people, could take them. Other people look at me, Virgo. Other people find me attractive. You don't check on me enough. You're getting a little bit too comfortable, Virgo. Like, what the fuck? It's like that sometimes. It's not like I ain't never seen it kind of what the fuck, but it's still what the fuck, because please don't do that. Please don't do that when everything is fine, but they do it anyway. Give me more on this person's feelings. This person with unrequited love, they act cold towards you when they see you, or they don't reach out to you. But they just like with unrequited love, this is when somebody has to pretend like they don't like you. They are heartbroken. Every day they don't hear from you, and every time you in front of them, and they have to be the King of Swords towards you, and you have to be the King of Swords towards them. They hate it, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because since they're being the King of Swords towards you, because they want you to break down and they want you to start like crying or begging, asking questions, explaining your true feelings, like you mean this. That's another thing with the High Priestess. Sometimes people will separate from you temporarily, or separate from you until they get what we've been reading on here. They will do this because they just want to hear more true feelings. Like you were not telling this person enough about how much they mean to you. You weren't feeding their ego enough. You weren't feeding them enough. They feel like they were giving you a lot of relationship security, but you weren't giving enough to them. Maybe this person wanted you to have a baby with them. With the High Priestess talking about a very divine feminine role. You weren't trying to push for marriage or having a baby, so they separated. They feel like this should have been the most primitive thing, the most primitive focus that you had. They feel like women who really want to have babies and leave their mark, that they had a relationship with a motherfucker or a push to get married, give a different kind of love. And though they felt like you were everything else, this was the only thing that was missing. So they said, I know what I'll do, since I got an 80-20 thing going on. I love the 80% that I get with Virgo. They don't want to get pregnant, or they don't want to get me pregnant, though. They don't want to get married, or they don't want to marry me, though. So I'm going to separate. I'm going to go date somebody else, or I'm going to just stop talking to them and confuse the fuck out of them. Until they see my value. Until they see the value of pregnancy and marriage, so that I won't do that shit again. And hence, I'll get what I want. And we'll never have to worry about separation again, because I got Virgo to marry me or have my baby. That's another thing that I'm seeing here, y'all. Okay? Y'all were not afraid to lose this person, basically. Y'all was not afraid enough to lose this person. Y'all should have been pushing for, you know what I'm saying, pregnancy or marriage, or you should have been always checking to make sure that they wasn't with nobody else. But when, again, you achieve relationship security, you ain't checking nobody's phone like that or checking them like that. You are too busy enjoying the relationship to have to add in another person or another task. You were enjoying the fact that, again, you achieve relationship security with them in the first place. So can we enjoy each other for a minute? No, I don't want to push for any of that right now. They like, okay. Well, what if I just leave? Then you're gonna change. You're gonna be like, oh, when you find them after blowing up their phone and waiting and constantly leaving voicemails, no matter how many times they never respond, you was just gonna keep on doing it. When they finally just hello with the Eight of Wands, you were supposed to be like, like a Jill Scott album interlude. Hello. Like when she was doing Love Rain and she was just leaving him a message and stuff. But see, Jill was just, this wasn't like she was trying to contact a man back to back after separation. She was like talking about how she appreciated last night. But let's say you would have to leave 38 Love Rain voice messages and the motherfucker never answers. And you was just supposed to be so poetic, so Jill Scott, so Aaliyah, so 702, so Faith Evans. Your love is wonderful. Yeah. And just keep on, or just like holding your phone up to like some music and click. You know, he know it's me. And I'm going to do this shit every day until he or she pick up. And then I'm going to get him a baby and my hand in marriage. That's how it was supposed to go. And I'm not trying to make it seem like it's theatrical or impossible or like delusional, but this is what this person wanted. I do feel like this person has a certain femme fatale in their mind that they seen from a movie, or that they have a certain feminine archetype that they really wanted you to be. Again, this 80-20, like you had everything else, but they was like, I'm gonna be a little selfish and I may even lose Virgo, but I'm going to manipulate the situation. I'm gonna gaslight them a little bit to get my 20%. So this motherfucker basically lost you over 20%. Even if they was like on some 80-20 and it was 20% they found in another person. So they left their 80 for 20. Just like, again, it's given, why did I get married? Why did I get married too? I think they said it in Why Did I Get Married? The first one. She said, no, I think she said it in the second one. She said, are you enjoying your 20? You enjoying your 20? That's what Jill Scott said to old dude. You enjoying your 20? She either said that at the end of the first one or the end of the second one. And he was just like, she don't know how to do this. She don't know how to do that. So when it comes to the person that this person tried to throw in your face and temporarily leave you for, but you left them with that person forever, that person that they're with is only 20. And they wish they still had their 80. Regret. It's not working with the third party or the replacement or the other woman or their original person. If this person came into your life through an affair or a fling with the Three of Swords and the High Priestess, their original wife or husband, their original girlfriend, boyfriend, or baby daddy or baby mama, they are not in love with that person like that. They just really wish there was more. I don't know. Hold on. They're not really in love with that person like that. Also, I'm getting like, yeah, somebody strategically retreated from you. You see that? Retreat? Somebody strategically retreated from you, Virgo. They did. They did it because they wanted, like I said, any mask that you were possibly wearing to come off. Okay, they're doing a lot of screaming. What the hell just happened? See, my kid is playing a game and I'm watching Amityville Horror, so I'm just hearing a lot of screaming. I'm like, what the fuck? Look at that heart-to-heart conversation. You were supposed to end up pouring your heart out over a voicemail or a text message. Somebody wanted paragraphs from you. And if they got this from you, then they got what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? This left somebody single though. This got somebody left by you as to where you're single and you're watching this reading. What the fuck they did. This bullshit got they ass left. Okay, I'm also getting they can do this shit with maybe their ex or their other person, but not with you. See, I'm getting also as well, somebody here always was on this 80-20 shit, and what they didn't have from one person, they would try to go find it in another. And they could have met you while bordering two relationships, being in between two different partners, trying to see what, who was going to really fuel their ego, who was going to be raw with their emotions if there was ever a separation. And the weaker woman won, okay? Or the weaker minded man won, okay? Somebody here could have been playing you and another person with deception. It was two people they had here. And they would separate from both of you. Like they'd separate from that person and go be with you and see how that person reacts to not being talked to. Then they separate from you and go be with that person, and then they see how you react to not being talked to or loved or fucked with. And whoever is the most like 5150 crazy in the head motherfucker, they wanted that motherfucker. Because see, it's like good men, good women, it's like they get boring. Or they just like, I like 80% of you, but I need 20% of you to be like, I will literally get the whole street shut down if I don't hear from you for 3 hours. If you got that too, then we could go somewhere, Virgo. So instead of giving up on you, I'm going to try to put that into you. I'm going to try to make that come out of you. By, freeing myself every once in a while or separating myself from you and you not really knowing what's going on. You need to kind of feel, no love for me sometimes so that you can start working to get it back. Like you had too much relationship security. You just knew you had it in the bag. You didn't think that you would ever feel a day where you would experience coldness from this person. Who would think about it? This person just was looking at you enjoying yourself too goddamn much, which is weird. They should have been enjoying themselves too. But like they enjoying yourself, but then they also looking at you like, I wonder what make Virgo sad. Wonder if I should stage my own death. Wonder how Virgo will react. I wish I could leave something that can record in the room if I just don't come home and nobody knows where the fuck I'm at. It's giving that Carly Wilson shit. I'm getting all of that, okay? Again, you was just happy you reached relationship security with this person. And they just like, but you never had a conversation with me about what you would do if something ever happened. Okay, it's kind of morbid, but okay. So, this person wants to free themselves from the person that they chose who didn't mind going to jail on Monday. They want to free themselves from that person. Okay. I feel like whoever the person is who went out of their mind not hearing from this person, I feel like this person that they're with or they chose threatens them every day. Like if I ever see you with somebody else or if you ever stop talking to me, they give them the 20% that they wanted from you every day. Every day they threaten them. Every day they tell them that they would literally, like, I don't know what they saying, crazy stuff. Like they saying real crazy stuff. Like now they think they pick somebody who not even secure enough to be around the kids when they not home. They pick somebody who would put the relationship over children. They pick somebody who will put the relationship over their family, over their dreams. Now, if you could have gave that too, y'all would have been in the bag, plus the 80% you naturally brought. But you like, well, why we got to do all of that? I'm not asking you to put this relationship over your kids and your dreams. Don't you know how to love accordingly? There's love I give to my kids. There's love I give to you. There's love I give to my family. It's a different kind of love. The high priestess is somebody who knows how to distribute love appropriately when it comes to the relationship they have with the person. This person wanted them to eclipse every friendship, every dream, every task, every goal, every kid, everything. There's something here very morbid about this person where they really wanted you to constantly think about them being in another person's arms, or them being gone, or them never talking to you again, or being dead or something. Like, this person would have kept on needing this reassurance every once in a while. So whether this was a fling or this was something that came as two singles, I'm glad it didn't work. Because this person always need a reminder when it comes to these kind of like crazy romantic feelings here. Well, this person is having a heavy conscience right now. Because they like fucking broke up with Virgo trying to do this shit. No matter how long ago this shit happened or whatever. And like, I cannot believe I did that shit. They really have a heavy conscience, a lot of guilt, second guessing, all of that, okay? And I'm also getting that second guessing whoever the fuck they chose. Because again, they initiated this person because it was supposed to make you go crazy. But when you found out that there was deception, you just started healing. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you probably really loved this person. I thought they was really going somewhere. So you're like, I'm glad I found out when I did. I'm glad I found out before I actually, hooked myself into your life more, hook, line, and sinker with kids or more kids or marriage. I'm glad I found out you was deceptive. They're like, no, you wasn't supposed to look at it like that. Like, you glad you found out I was deceptive. You were supposed to find out what I was doing, and you were supposed to just stop your whole life and get me back. You were supposed to be willing to get hurt. You were supposed to fight for me. You were supposed to knock this bitch out. Or you were supposed to knock his ass out. You weren't supposed to be like, oh, I'm glad that, I found out during a break that you started talking to someone else and you could just move on so quickly, says Virgo. I'm glad I found out. I'm glad I didn't marry you. Glad I didn't have a family with you. They're like, no, you weren't supposed to look at it like that. I let you find out that way so that you can come and knock this and knock them up. Like, this person wanted violence. They wanted to the death. They wanted blood, okay? Your love life is ascended to a higher level of commitment. To the death? You supposed to be Mike Tyson around this motherfucker. You supposed to be Krishan Rock around this motherfucker, walking around with only, with a tooth missing. Like, yeah, it's for my man. Yeah, it's for my man. Or Mike Tyson, like, yeah. Only for Robin. Yeah, for Robin. Like, somebody had some kind of romanticizing with a certain archetype that was like crazy. And they're like, man, if I could just make my man or my woman like that, that is what I need. You already was raised well. Your daddy, your mama raised you to be a perfect 80%. Nope. They glamorized this 20% so much they lost your ass. Virgo, how you're seen to the people who did this dumb shit is somebody who just will not talk to them, okay, with engagement. You will always see this person as someone who probably got another person. You will always see this person as somebody who will probably breadcrumb you. You will always see this person as somebody who just probably wants some attention, but nothing serious. And you will never see them any different after what they did. You'll always see them as one of those three things. Yeah, you'll always see them as somebody who's just like, you know, always offering something light. You know, you never want to get pregnant by them. You never tell them to rearrange their life for you. You never tell them to even leave who the fuck they're with. Anytime you see them or you run into them, you're like, they probably got a man or a woman, or they probably still with so-and-so. Or they probably somebody who, you know, doesn't want a relationship. Because when they separated from you, some of y'all thought that they just didn't want a fucking relationship. And it wasn't that either. They just wanted you to, like, uncover why they stopped talking to you. And if you started uncovering, they was going to start talking to people. They was going to start dodging you. They was going to start and they was going to start telling people what to tell you if you ever visited. It was going to be like the hunt would be on. You know, they would have played with it anyway. And you see them as somebody who would just keep doing that. Who would do that? Somebody who just wants to do a motherfucker like them. Somebody who just wants to see if a motherfucker missed them, if they could get somebody. You always see them as that. You'll always see this person as deceptive. But a lot of times when these people stop talking to you, there was no other person. They would have to just make up that it was another person. They were just waiting for you to uncover. A lot of them lost you because they pretended like they had somebody else in their life, or that they loved who was in their life, and they really didn't. They just wanted you to fight for them. Fight to talk to them. No matter how much they were going to keep on putting distance and space in between to see how long you would go at it. And it's like, at this point, it's just like not good for my integrity or my dignity. I'm not going to keep on going through this. It's something you're going to do again. And I'm not going to keep on doing this. These constant separations. Because it's not good for my integrity and my dignity. But yeah, some of these people, like I said earlier, that's what I was going to say. They kept on acting like they didn't want, when they separated from you, they made you feel like they didn't want to be in a relationship. So you're like, okay, I guess this is just somebody who didn't want to be in a relationship. Nah. What they wanted was for you to push for marriage or pin them down with a kid. It's some men and women that act like they really don't want, you know, a relationship, but they do. They in love like a motherfucker, you know, but they keep on acting like you doing too much, you need to chill. And they wish they didn't do that, pushing you away like that, making it seem like you had to fight to put them in a commitment. You had to fight to make them committed to you. I'm sorry. You had to fight to make sure they paid attention to you and remembered you. Again, all against your dignity and integrity. Nobody's going to keep on reminding a motherfucker that you exist, okay? You're not going to keep on reminding motherfuckers that you exist. I'm sorry. You're not going to keep on reminding motherfuckers that you exist. That's just like, okay, come on. Stop making it seem like I'm some kind of like I'm not a big deal. People tried to make it seem like you wasn't a big deal either. Like, oh, okay. No reconciliation. Oh, I thought we had a flipper. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Pain fades, but love teaches. Your love pushes me to be my best self. This is what they were trying to do with you. This person wanted to, this is what they wanted to do to you. They wanted to cause you pain, to teach you how to love them. They wanted to push you to be your best self through these separations, through these pretending to talk to other people, pretending to go back to other people, actually going to other people. All of this was to push you into being your best self. And the ashes of hurt, fresh dreams are waiting to be born. Yeah, fresh dreams, all right. Yeah, like, have a baby by me. Show that motherfucker who's boss. So this was supposed to be like Amina and Tara. You was just supposed to keep on having babies. Then the other girl will have a baby. Then you have a baby. Or if you're a guy, you know, you get her pregnant, he gets mad, then he gets her pregnant, then you get mad, and then you get her pregnant again. Like, I don't think you would do that, Virgo, if you were a male or a female. I don't think that you would do the back-to-back babies, you know, through the ashes of dust, dreams are waiting to be born, or like push for marriage, like leave her. I think whoever you had an affair with, whether you knowingly had one or not, when you did find out, you were supposed to like threaten this person. Like, if you don't leave that person and value and prioritize me, make me the first lady, then I'm gonna cause a lot of shit. They wanted to see that come out of you. They wanted some nook if you book. Like, somebody really wanted some, if we nooking and bucking and ready to fight. They really wanted some diamond. And enough is enough. Yeah, nook if you buck. What? I'm sorry, I got loud. I'm sorry. I'm a millennial. It's taking me back to high school homecoming. We came out with a marching band. Nook, 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 nook. Getting on with the knees. You're talking about Megan knees, honey. We had Megan knees back then, honey, man. All right. I'm choosing healing over hurt. See? Like, seriously, you guys. Like, you were like, I'm just going to go heal. They were like, Virgo ain't spilled out how they really feel about what I did to him, about the other woman, the other man. It ain't Gerald Levert, it's funny you should call today. Nothing. Virgo is hurt over what the fuck I did. Not talking to him. Playing mind games. Virgo is hurt and confused. They don't get it at all. They are not a ruffian. They are not a 5150. Time turns hurt into grace. Even after all this time. With free yourself. See, somebody wanted you to not even be able to take back control of your life. Like when my ex-fiance found out that I finished my high school, my college program, college degree, I finished that shit. So yeah, time turns hurt into grace. Now let this person find out that you ended up doing something amazing, which is so Virgoian. You probably just completed an achievement from the hurt. You just transmuted the hurt into something productive. And you weren't supposed to do that according to this person, but the person they chose definitely wouldn't have been able to do that. Life would not have been able to move on if that motherfucker didn't contact them for 3 days or 3 weeks or 3 months, or they had a kid by them and didn't hear from them or didn't marry them. No, life was going to be hell for everybody, including their own family, until they got what they wanted. Forgive what you didn't know. You're still learning. Virgo, you had no idea why this person really separated from you, but it was very tactical. It wasn't you. You were perfect. You were the 80%, but they just had to have that 20. I'm learning to open my heart once more. Hold on a second. What's the Knight of Wands when it comes to this motherfucker? My heart races when I'm with you. They were like, if Virgo can just figure out that I just needed some Knight of Wands, which is playfulness, playfulness and ruthlessness to come out of them. Recklessness. Somebody wanted to see the reckless, ruthless side of you. And I feel like to this day, they're still waiting. Like, you know, you got some kind of breadcrumb where you could find them if you wanted to. I can't carry this love alone. Like, Virgo, what they want you to do, they never even did for you. So what the fuck? Okay? No time or distance can break our connection. They feel like you can still flirt with them at any time. They want you to have that, you know, you was once always mine. I can come back and get that anytime I fucking want to. They want you to have that. Little death around the eyes, huh? I miss who we used to be. Listen, somebody wants you to be knucking and bucking and ready to fight. Yeah, they just want to feel worthy. I am worthy of the love I seek. They was seeking this shit and lost your ass. Even apart, my love for you stays strong. You forgave this person. I forgive you for me and for us. It's like you not gonna have that in you, all right? Well, that's what I got, Virgo. Love readings are $45. Personal readings are $45. If you like to book with me, check the description box. I just did a What is Your Strength reading as the latest Virgo members only upload. If you'd like to join the channel and check out your members only message, that will be in the description box too. Don't forget to like and leave me a comment or hype the video, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. All right, bye, beloved.